What is up, everybody? Welcome to some Kydele and Reyhan. We've got some Sultai villains over here. We're going to play first. Yeah, I kind of changed, didn't really change the deck around too much, but I'll kind of break it down here in a second. Let's see our opening hand. So we've got Marsh Flats, Simic Growth Chamber. We've got the Mr. Hypno Toad himself. Yeah, we're going to keep on this one. Nice little, it's not super slow, but it's a nice little hand to keep. That Soul Ring definitely helps. Let's go ahead and get this Windswept Heat down. Let's go ahead and crack it, and then let's grab a blue-green source off that one because Marsh Flats is going to be black. Let's grab so we don't have to shock anything. We'll just grab a Tropical Island and then get down this Soul Ring, and then we will go ahead and pass the turn. So yes, we're playing Kydele and Reyhan. We've got a little Sultai villain action. Yeah, I think the main focus for this deck is I want to, like my end game is I want to bust the really big villainous wealth for you. So that's kind of why I made the deck. So yeah, hopefully we can do that. That's the game plan so far. Imperial Seal. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, let's go ahead and get down the Marsh Flats and let's go ahead and get Kydele actually up and running. That way we can take advantage of that card draw before our opponent ramps really hard. Let's grab an Underground Sea and let's get down Kydele. So looking at green and then blue and then two colorless, and then we can go for some. We'll kind of re-rack what we got going on. But yes, let's cover our commander. So we're playing Kydele and Reyhan. So whenever he enters the battlefield, we put 3+1 counters on Reyhan, and then whenever a creature you control dies or is put into the command zone, if it had counters on it, you may move those counters around to another creature. We're playing Kydele, and then I'll cover her in just a second. So let's go and get down the Missy. You kind of always want to play pretty quick with this one. Do we want to tap for one right? We can get down a Chasm Skulker and doing a little setting up right now. Yeah, let's go and go for that. So let's get down Chasm Skulker, and then we can use Kydele to get down the Plax Caster. Let's go and crack this one, and then let's see. What are we going to grab? We're okay on blue, so I think we're going to grab a Bayou off this one. And let's get down Plax Caster. So we're looking at blue, green, and then colorless. And then we get down the Simic Growth Chamber, and we'll kind of figure out what we want to go for with Imperial Seal. We can go for Villainous Wealth, but we need to kind of get a little bit more mana up and running, so we'll kind of hold on to it for right now. But yes, and then so I covered, let's cover Kydele. So whenever, Kydele basically is just for every card draw on this turn, we're going to add colorless mana, tapping her. We were playing Xenagos, God of Revels. He has Indestructible, Devotion 7 turns him into a creature, and then at the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gains haste and gets +X until end of turn, where X is that creature's power. So pretty fun. Most of them tend to be pretty straightforward red-green ramp, and you know, I always enjoy playing against ramp decks in Commander. It's pretty fun, little interesting deck to always play against. Okay, so we got the +1 on Chasm Skulker. Let's go ahead and let's swing in with Plax Caster. Can he swing it? Yeah, he can swing in. Okay, so we're going to swing in with Chasm Skulker and Plax Caster. Get him for 5. And then we may go for a Hooded Hydra, I think, actually, face down. Yeah, I think we may go for that. Let's go for that. Let's cast it face down, looking at 3. And then we're not going to put any counters on it now. We're good. And then let's see. We've drawn one card for the turn. Let's go and get down Reyhan. We've got actually a nice little army up and running right now. And then we can get down the Simic Growth Chamber for the land drop and get something to bounce back to our hand. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move a counter over there onto Reyhan. Let's get down the Simic Growth Chamber and let's bounce this Bayou. Actually, let's bounce this Tropical Island back to our hand. And then, yeah, we'll be good to go. All right, so next turn, it looks like we're going to be swinging in for 5, 7. We got 11 coming across, which is not too shabby. So we may end up going for this Imperial Seal. We don't really have a way to get Kydele up and running right now. One of the main things that we're looking to do is once we find Imperial Seal, draw a bunch of cards in one turn where we can tap Kydele and generate a lot of mana. Usually, like the sweet spot for a Villainous Wealth is probably around like if you can get about 7 or more cards. That's really the sweet spot right there. So, but we're going to be able to apply some pressure pretty quick right now. So we may end up just firing off a kind of a smaller Villainous Wealth with this Imperial Seal. Ooh, Mana Crypt. That kind of gets it up and running. Okay, so let's go ahead and get down Tropical Island. Let's go and swing in right now. And since we're just going to fire off Imperial Seal, we're going to send in the whole crew right now. And then we'll still have enough mana for that morph mana over there. So coming off for 6, 8. Drop down to 22. Let's go and get down Mana Crypt, and let's get down this Imperial Seal. So we're going to search our library, put it on top. Where are you, Villainous? There you are. Beautiful card right there. Okay, so Villainous Wealth's on top. We lost 2 life right there. Now, as far as closing the game out, we're looking at 4, 6, 8, 10, 14 coming across. So we'll kind of get our opponent pretty low depending on what they get out there right now. And then even if they have some type of board wipe, you know, deal X damage to target creature or something, Villainous Wealth for, we're looking at, Inferno Titan. Okay, but we're looking at Villainous Wealth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we'll be kind of right at that sweet spot with the Villainous Wealth for 7. There's probably going to be some nice stuff in there for us. And we got Inferno Titan dealing 3 damage to target creature, to players and or creatures. We can morph in response to that. We're going to get those green snake tokens. But we do have the black. I love the graft ability. Like, do you want to put a +1 counter on Inferno Titan? Like, nah, I think he's doing all right. he's all right doing himself. Okay, so we got Kydele swinging in, or Kydele's going to be blown up. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and turn it up for some morph costs right now. Maybe we can shift some of those counters around. So we're looking at the green, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll tap for 2 on that Soul Ring. And then we can kind of shift those counters over to the Hooded Hydra. That way, whenever it dies, we'll get that many snake tokens. So, but yeah, this deck's a lot of fun. It's stuff like that. We're going beat sticks right now. Our main goal is to fire off a really big Villainous Wealth, but we're in a pretty good little spot right now. I think that's the fun part to it. Is just like having a deck that can be really versatile in a way like that. Just have different win conditions. Swinging it for 12. Okay, man. And then we may just kind of fire off this Villainous Wealth main phase. That way, if our opponent has some type of big ramp effect or some type of stampede effect, we can give it to our creatures and kind of close it out that way. So, all right, so we get the Inferno Titan for 3, blowing up that one. And we'll go and put it on the Hooded Hydra right now. Okay, so we got to go. Yeah, we're going to use that ability. It goes to 7. Goes to 11. Okay, so now we're looking at 14, 16 coming across. And then that's if we hit something off this village as well. So we'll go ahead and check, and we can even just hold back the Hooded Hydra. It is going to gain +12, so we're not going to be able to kill Inferno Titan. Yeah, we'll see what we have this Villainous Wealth real quick. All right, we're going to choose Tails on this one. 1 to flip. Villainous Wealth. We got the extra counters on there. Okay, let's go and get this island down, and let's go and fire this off main phase. Okay, so we're looking at the blue, green, and then black. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, do we want to tap Kydele for an extra card? We're going to be getting in for at least 15. We can survive on the crackback on a 12 coming across and another 3. Yeah, so I think we'll go and dig one more card deeper on this one. All right, so we got a Villainous Wealth for 8. Let's see what we hit. Such a good card, man. It just screams Commander. Okay, we got some nice stuff over here. Let's kind of get to... Oh, yeah, we got another World at War right here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's go for... actually, I don't think we're going to go Mana Crypt. Let's go Spellbreaker. Any certain way we need to sequence this. Yeah, I don't think there's any certain way we need to sequence this. So let's go and go Spellbreaker. Let's go Savage Ventmaw. Let's go Yavimaya Elder. Let's go Lurking Predators. Sylvan Scrying, and then World at War. And then, yeah, we'll just go and cast the Mana Crypt just to have it. Okay. We got Mana Crypt. Beautiful. Sylvan Scrying. Let's go and search up for a land right now. What is there any certain utility land that we want? I think right now... Yeah, we'll just grab this. That'll be a nice little utility land to grab right there. Okay, so we got Lurking Predators. And that's actually going to be pretty good if our opponent starts casting some creatures over there. Okay, so we got the Elder coming down. We got Savage Ventmaw. We got the Spellbreaker. Oh, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And then let's go ahead and swing in with Chasm Skulker and the Hooded Hydra. Going to get in for 15. All right, and then we get another World at War right there to close it out. Beautiful, man. Yes, yes, yes. And we got the bonus points on Savage Ventmaw out there cheering them on. All right, that feels pretty good to get a win like that. Yeah, Villainous Wealth coming, and that's the fun thing about Villainous Wealth is we're winning by casting that World at War. But at the same time, we can get certain. Oh dang it! I hate the chat doesn't pop up. But yeah, good game, man. But yeah, Villainous Wealth. It's such a fun card. Doesn't matter what deck that you're playing against. It's just a really good commander card. Like when you're playing against Super Friends, you can exile a bunch of Planeswalkers and get them on your side of the battlefield. When we're playing against an aggro ramp deck, you can hit a World at War and get enough combat damage with a big old Hooded Hydra over there. So yeah, that's a nice little showing right there. So all right, guys, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.